The video that you're about to watch right after I'm talking is of a doctor talking about what the United States should be doing, how we should handle COVID-19. Okay, look, I've been saying this for months. Now, I'm not a physician, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be an infectious disease expert to read, to figure out, hey, what countries are actually handling coronavirus better than we are? Who's winning the fight against this virus? South Korea, for one. I've been screaming that we need a national shutdown. Listen to what this physician says.
Dr. Rishi Desai is an infectious disease specialist and chief medical officer at Osmosis. Doctor, thank you very much for being here tonight. Explain to everybody at home why you think a nationwide federally mandated shutdown is so important.
Thanks for having me. So the first thing is that we know that this spreads person to person. You brought that up a few minutes ago. And that means that when we isolate ourselves in our homes, there is really no chance for that to spread beyond the household. So think of that as your unit. The problem right now is that it's all voluntary. Some states are doing it, other states are not. More and more states are doing it. But I'll tell you, I'm in Alameda County. We're the first county in the nation to do this lockdown. There are plenty of people still walking around outside and hanging out at the park and doing all this kind of stuff. It's all voluntary. And as long as it continues to be voluntary and not mandated, we're going to continue to see the cases rise. That's what people mean by flatten the curve.
Exactly. In order to flatten the curve, everybody needs to stay home. But there's no cohesive message. It's not coming from a national level. It's not coming from the federal government. You wanted the job, President. Do your job. This is the job you said you could do better than anybody. Well, you're not doing better than anybody. You're letting the governors decide in the cities. This virus doesn't care about borders or city limits. You got governors like Governor Duncey. I know what his name is. His name is Governor Duncey, okay, in Arizona, saying that golf is essential. Sir, really? Golf is essential? Can you prioritize the people's lives over the donors lining your pockets, please? The next part of this message is even more important. We all want to feed our families, but we want to have families to come home to. So that's why it's important that this federal mandate starts today, right now.
So you would shut down all air travel. We heard John Roberts, our reporter at the White House tonight, questioning the president about that, saying there's still a lot of planes going between hotspots. And, the reaction was, you can't completely shut down everything. The economy is in such tough shape, but it feels like we're almost all the way there, but not quite.
Let me tell you something that you and your viewers might find inspiring, which is that if we did do this shutdown, if we shut down rail and airlines and did it the way I'm suggesting, and really kind of policed it and had one squad car kind of driving around making sure everyone's in their homes, we would see a drop-off in cases within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, the number of cases would start to fall, and the entire country would breathe a sigh of relief. But we're not doing that. We're seeing the cases continue to rise exponentially, and we're all kind of panicking about the Dow Jones. But the truth is, if we just did this for a consistent period of time, for a couple of weeks, you'd see the number of cases fall off and continue to kind of go down. And so this is a 2-week solution. We could do this, and you continue it after that, of course. You don't want to put the pressure off the moment you kind of started winning the fight. But we can do this, and it has to happen right away.
You also recommend massive, large-scale testing. Now, what we hear every night is that there are millions of tests available, and yet we don't have that pinprick blood test that you can just sort of get, at your local doctor and know in 15 minutes. But they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. They should have been working on it for months. So the fact is, we knew about this when the WHO went, December 31st, 2019. So last year, we knew about this. We knew coronavirus is coming. We knew it was a respiratory disease. We knew it was person to person. Why is it that it's this week that the FDA finally approved these kind of new Abbott lab testing, which, by the way, is one test at a time? It's a great test, but it's one test at a time. It's different than the labs that are doing mass testing, right? So this is a wonderful test. Don't get me wrong, but it's one test per 15 minutes. That's wonderful, but it's not the same volume that you really need. This is better for kind of outpatient clinics and things like that. We needed this months ago. You look at Korea, South Korea and the US had their first official confirmed case on the same date, January 19th. That means since January 19th, you look at what South Korea did and what we did. Their population is 1/6 of ours. Look at the cases they have. Look at the mortality they have. It's a trifle compared to what we're dealing with right now. Because we've had a very weak response, and they had a really strong response.
Doctor, thank you. Very interesting to talk to you, Dr. Desai. Hope you'll come back as we move through this difficult period in the country. Dr. Desai, thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Desai with the truth, and that woman with a look like a deer in headlights, because she knows Trump's gonna be mad, because that's his network. You know, that's his network. But let me tell you something. This is hitting everybody. This virus doesn't care about you a Democrat. Oh, I'm low. Or you're a Republican. Oh, I'm. This virus is taking all of us. It doesn't give a damn which way you vote. Okay? So, Mr. Trump, can you please, from a national level, please, I don't like you, but I don't wish death on you. I want you to live. You know, I want my family to be safe. We all do. Can you please do your job and shut everything down on a national level? 14 days, sir. 14 days. Imagine that. And this can all really slow down and we can get back to a normal life instead of all this. Please do your job. We're all begging you.